Hi, this is Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind group page, and we're here today to talk about 5 tips when placing an ATM in a car wash. All right, so I decided to make this video. We got some people asking about what should I look for in placing an ATM in a car wash? Should I place an ATM in a car wash? What should I expect when placing an ATM in a car wash? And we're here today to answer some, if not all, of those questions. So we decided years ago that, you know what, we're going to try the ATM in car washes. What should we look for? And so through a bunch of trial and error, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to tell you some of the findings that we came upon in over 10 years of placing ATMs in car washes. So one of the things we did is we looked around and we found a car wash, and we went in there and we started talking to people about, we noticed that there might be a need for a cash solution in a car wash, and we were able to convince the owner, that it would be good for their customers and for us actually to place an ATM in a car wash. And we placed it. And some of the challenges that we had is after replacing the ATM in the car wash is, they wanted us to, okay, we were putting 20s in. They said, oh, we wanted to put 5s because the guys, they needed 5s. Then we changed it to 5s. Then they didn't want 5s. And so these are the type of situations that we ran into when we placed the car wash. And then we ran into seasonalities of when's a good time to place the ATM in, and depending on if you're up north or in the south, what to expect. Also one of the things that we found is the neighborhoods. What was it a good neighborhood? When am I gonna, where am I gonna place the ATM? Sometimes the owners, they wanted an ATM in not the right spot, so we were fighting with them to put it in the right spot where it can be visible. And so we went through situation after situation of where to place the ATM, what to look for. We found all these little tips, and so today in our video, that's really the nuts and bolts of what I'm going to show. So the first tip out of the 5, is we wanted to find an ATM that was not in a self-service car wash. We did have a couple people, they said, look, we have a self-service car wash, it has 6 bays. We wanted to put it, we had a little office that it wasn't manned, but people would go in, they would open the door, they would walk into this little vestibule, they would put their money in, and it was basically a change machine. And they said, look, you could place it right here. And we were going back and forth with placing the ATM there. We didn't find it was very secure. We started watching the type of people that came in. Usually the type of people, they'd come in, and they would wash the car, they'd leave real fast. Then we looked, so we decided, you know what, it wasn't very secure. We decided to stay away from that, the self-service car wash. And we looked into, the second thing is, so stay away from self-service. Second thing that we started doing is we put it into a full-service car wash. So this was great. What happened is, you pull into a full-service car wash, you wait in line, you get to the place, the guy comes out, asks you what kind of car wash you want. You got a big board to look at. You want hot wax, you want your mats clean, you want your tires, you want the vacuum. What do you want? They usually have like a menu board. And so now you say, oh, I want this and that, I want the mats, I want the menu, I want the car wheels done, I want the trunk vacuum. And so you give him that, he gives you the slip, and now you walk in. Now when you get in there, you usually have to spend 10 to 25 minutes in there waiting for them to run your car through. So what I also like to do is I'm looking for, when I drive by a car wash, if it's something that I want, or they ask us, hey, put your ATM in the car wash, is I'm looking to see, when I drive by on a nice day, is there a bunch of cars out? What I'm looking for is 10 to 30 cars sitting there. If I see a lot of cars sitting there, then I know those people are in there and they're gonna spend probably anywhere from 15 minutes to as much as maybe 40 minutes in there waiting to get through the process. And if they're waiting, I have an ATM there, I'm gonna see the ATM. They might use it for tip for the guy because they don't have cash, or they might use it to say, you know what, I just got, instead of going to the bank or going somewhere else, I'm just gonna get cash here. But it's a captive audience, and I'm looking for that for a long time. So the third thing that I'm looking for when I place an ATM in a car wash, or before we place an ATM in a car wash, is seasonality. I just want you guys to be aware of this. If you're in the northern section, we're here in Illinois, we have some seasonality. So the car washes do real good, basically April, May, June, July, August, September, and October. They start to go a little soft in November and December, and when the weather gets real bad, car washes, you know, it's cold, it's freezing, they might shut down for 5 to 7 days because it's freezing temperatures, ice, and so they won't perform. And if the car wash is shut down, then you can't make any money. There's nobody's going there, okay? So you just want to expect that when dealing with a car wash, even though you might think, oh, well, we get snow, we got salt on our roads, we got ice or salt and sand, that might help get the cars dirty. It's true, they're dirty cars, but I don't think people wash their cars as much in the winter as they do in the summer. They always like that nice, clean car. I know from time to time myself, when I get a lot of sand or salt on the car, I wash the car. But if it's gonna snow again the next day, I'll just wait. So seasonality, just expect a downturn, not a big difference, probably about a 20% decrease during those winter months, but it is there, just you should be aware of it. Okay, now the fourth and the fifth thing, we're going to save that for the ATM Mastermind group page. I want you guys to, you know, if you want, just join the ATM Mastermind group page. It's free to join, doesn't cost anything. There's a link below how to join. I also want to thank you guys for subscribing. Our subscription, it just keeps going up and up. I just want to thank you guys all for our loyal listeners who are watching this. Always remember to, in the comments below, you guys can, if you want us to make some other videos or have some information, just please make it in the comment below. I'll take that, we'll make another video. Hope these tips and tricks are helpful. Again, go to the ATM Mastermind group page, and I'll see you over there. Thank you.